Ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute honor to stand before you today to discuss a principle that serves as the very bedrock of human achievement. If we look back at the history of greatness, if we analyze the titans of industry, the pioneers of science, and the architects of social change, we find one common denominator that separates them from the masses who lived and died in obscurity. That single factor is what Napoleon Hill famously called a definiteness of purpose. It is the starting point of all individual achievement, and without it, a person is like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly in the vast ocean of life, at the mercy of every wind and wave that comes along. Most people spend their entire lives waiting for the right time, or the lucky break, not realizing that luck is something you manufacture when you align your mind with a specific, burning desire. To understand the power of a definite purpose, we must first acknowledge the tragedy of the wandering mind. The average person spends their mental energy on 1,000 different distractions, worrying about things they cannot control and wishing for things they are unwilling to claim. They have a vague hope for more money, a better job, or a happier life, but hope is not a strategy. Nature does not respond to vague requests, it responds to definite demands. When you decide exactly what you want, when you want it, and what you are willing to give in exchange for it, you activate a psychological and spiritual machinery that most people never even know exists. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You hear ideas in conversations that others dismiss as noise. This isn't magic. It's the result of the subconscious mind being given a clear command. The foundation of a definite purpose is a burning desire. It is not enough to merely want something. Everyone wants to be rich, everyone wants to be successful, but very few people possess that white-hot obsession that makes failure an impossibility. A definite purpose requires you to burn the bridges behind you. It demands that you stake your entire future on your ability to achieve your goal. When Napoleon Hill interviewed Andrew Carnegie, the richest man of his time, Carnegie pointed out that the reason people fail is not a lack of talent or opportunity, but a lack of concentrated effort. We have all heard the phrase "jack of all trades, master of none." This is the curse of the indefinite person. They are a little bit good at many things, but they are spectacular at nothing. By choosing one definite path, you gather all your scattered rays of mental energy and focus them into a single laser beam that can burn through any steel door of opposition. But how do you find this purpose? It begins with an honest inventory of your soul. You must ask yourself what you would do if you knew you could not fail. You must identify that one thing that makes you feel alive, that one contribution you want to make to the world. Once you find it, you must write it down. The act of writing your purpose is a physical manifestation of your mental intent. It moves the idea from the realm of the abstract into the realm of the concrete. A written purpose becomes a contract with yourself. It is your personal constitution. It provides you with a standard by which to measure every decision you make. If an opportunity or a distraction does not align with your definite purpose, you must have the courage to say no. Success is as much about what you stop doing as it is about what you start doing. Many people fear committing to a single purpose because they are afraid of choosing the wrong one. They stay in a state of analysis paralysis, waiting for a sign from the universe. But the universe only speaks to those who are in motion. Even if your initial purpose isn't your ultimate destiny, the very act of moving toward it with definiteness will sharpen your senses and lead you to the next, more accurate goal. Action creates clarity. Indecision creates fog. The person with a definite purpose knows that even a mistake is just a data point, a necessary course correction on the way to the final destination. They don't view failure as a permanent state. They view it as a temporary setback that contains the seed of an equivalent benefit. The most profound effect of having a definite purpose is the development of self-reliance and personal power. When you know where you are going, your posture changes. Your voice takes on a tone of authority. People instinctively move out of the way of a person who looks like they know where they are headed. This clarity of intent attracts the right people to you. It creates what Hill called the mastermind, a harmony of effort between you and others who can help you reach your goal. You cannot build a great empire alone, but you cannot attract builders if you don't have a blueprint. Your definite purpose is that blueprint. It is the vision that inspires others to join your cause. Moreover, a definite purpose provides the stamina required to endure the dark night of the soul that every successful person must eventually face. There will be times when the money runs out, when the critics are loud, and when your own family doubts your sanity. In those moments, if your purpose is vague, you will quit. You will tell yourself that it wasn't meant to be. But if your purpose is definite, if it is rooted in a deep-seated why, you will find a reservoir of strength you didn't know you had. You will keep going because your purpose is not just something you are doing, it is who you are. You become obsessed in the healthiest sense of the word. You become a person possessed by a vision that is bigger than your fears. Let us also consider the relationship between a definite purpose and the subconscious mind. Our subconscious is like a fertile garden. It doesn't care what seeds you plant. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and indecision, it will grow a harvest of failure. But if you plant a definite purpose and water it with daily visualization and faith, the subconscious will begin to work on your behalf 24 hours a day. It will solve problems while you sleep. It will give you hunches and flashes of intuition that guide you toward your goal. This is why Hill insisted on the daily repetition of one's purpose. You must sell yourself on your dream every single morning and every single night until it becomes a part of your very DNA. As you move forward from this moment, I challenge you to look at your life through the lens of definiteness. Are you drifting or are you steering? Are you reacting to life or are you creating it? The world is full of brilliant, educated people who are broke and miserable because they never decided to be one thing. Don't let that be your story. Take the time to sit in silence, away from the noise of social media and the expectations of others. Figure out what your magnificent obsession is. Once you have it, hold on to it with a grip that nothing can break. State your purpose with such conviction that the world has no choice but to believe you. Remember, the world has a habit of making room for the person whose words and actions show that they know where they are going. Your life is a masterpiece in waiting, but it requires a master artist with a definite vision to bring it to life. Define your purpose, or life will define it for you. The choice is yours, and the time is now. Most people fail in life not because they lack talent, but because they lack a definiteness of purpose. Today, I'm going to reveal the single most important secret from Napoleon Hill that will stop you from drifting and start you on the path to true power. If you've ever felt like you're working hard but going nowhere, this is for you. Remember, the world makes way for the person who knows exactly where they are going. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button. It helps us reach more people who are searching for their path. Subscribe to join our community of high achievers and stay updated with life-changing insights. And finally, I want to hear from you. Comment below with one single goal you are committing to right now. Let's hold each other accountable. Thank you for watching and go find your purpose.